Hi, my name is Sarah Nicole Beery. I am a second grade teacher in USD 259. This is my 6th year teaching, and I have taught kindergarten, 5th grade, and 2nd grade. I have a 3-year-old, and my husband is a baseball coach at Friends University. I love to read, and I'm very interested in politics, health, and the environment. This is my eportfolio for my culmination of my Masters of Building Leadership. So I'm very excited. My professional goals is no matter what within the school to really enrich students' lives with hands-on learning, whether being an administrator or teacher role. And then my personal goal is to travel and gain knowledge about the world. I am going to Costa Rica with a group of 30 students this summer, and next summer I am also going to Europe with a group of 30 high school students, not elementary students. So I'm very excited about sharing that with the students who are going with us. In 2 years, I would like to see myself beginning an administration career, hopefully as an assistant principal underneath an awesome head principal, so I can learn a lot with hands-on. In 5 years, I would like to be a head principal of an elementary school, and then in 10 years, I would like to see myself moving on with my expertise in teaching and administration and becoming an educational consultant for some kind of leadership company so that I can inspire more teachers. Moving on to my philosophy of education, I structured this for my 4 most important topics that I feel like are the biggest in my philosophy. So I'm going to just read through this to you. The first part is being a teacher leader. The sole purpose of every person's job in a school is to help support student learning, and the most pivotal role is a teacher. As an administrator, it is my philosophy that I will create the most impact by supporting and coaching my teachers and enabling them to be the best they can be. This means staying true to my teaching roots and remembering that I'm a teacher first. I believe teachers should feel confident going to administration with curriculum and pedagogical questions, knowing that their questions will be answered with expertise. So just leading teachers to be the best teachers that they can be, and remembering that I was a teacher and it is the most important job in the school. Second, distributive leadership. So many times in education, we look outside the walls of our school for guidance and professional support. I feel that we too often overlook the assets that we have untapped in our own buildings. I believe that all staff should feel their expertise is valued, and they should have opportunities to showcase and use their skills through distributive leadership among the staff. In addition, using the skills the staff possesses, the building leadership should show appreciation and positive reinforcement for work that is done to improve the school. So really tapping into the amazing assets that a staff has and showing that their work is really appreciated, coming to work feeling validated and ready to educate children every day. Next, understanding families and cultures. Family and culture directly affect the learning that goes on inside this and outside of the school. As a building leader, I feel it is extremely important to understand the culture of the school and the families within it. Even schools that seem lacking on diversity and demographics are still very diverse in family makeup, background, learning history, and beliefs. Understanding clientele at my school and reaching a common goal will create buy-in from all stakeholders. Together we can achieve more through acceptance and understanding our children walk the lifelong path to learning. So really become partners with our parents and our families, and understanding that no matter where they come, they're doing their best for their students and their children. Last, I have creating a culture of support and understanding. Teachers are inundated with state, district, and school incentives. Teachers are responsible for state standards, federal guidelines, and student performance outcomes. In addition, teachers are using the best and most current practices in their classroom every day, affecting the learning and life of children. Often teachers cannot handle one more thing. As an administrator, I will support my teachers by dealing with disruptive behavior so they can focus their energy on educating their students to the best of their ability. Understanding that teachers are not just a job, they're people with families and outside responsibilities. Teachers who feel supported in and out of school do their best when their students are in their seat. So really supporting the school environment by supporting teachers, making it the best and most supportive environment for everyone so that everyone can come and do their job. Students, teachers, paras, families, everyone feels like they're a part of this school. I'm going to move on to my plan of study. I just copy-pasted this off of the Google Docs, so I've completed all of these. Woohoo! Very excited. And now I'm going to walk you through my resume. So I got my undergrad from Friends University. I'm anticipating my degree from Fort Hays. I am a second grade teacher. I have in the past been a fifth grade teacher, also at Earhart Elementary, and then I was a kindergarten teacher at Gammon Elementary. I put my student teaching experience and then my prior tutoring and para experience, as well as many activities that are listed on my activity log, model classroom, presenter, I'm on the environmental education committee, the assembly committee chairperson. I work on the American Heart Association Learning Garden. I'm a technology master teacher, Marzano trainer of trainers, and I'm on the building leadership team, as well as being on the Read Well, Teach Well team, and I am Ron Clark Slide certified. Next, I would like to walk you through my activities. This is the elementary level. Most of my activities were at the elementary or the district level. My first proof is from a district in-service. We talked a lot about language acquisition and bridging the language gap for lower level learners. Next, I have pictures of myself at second grade camp. My school takes students camping twice a year. This is me dry water canoeing. We do a lot of family engagement through camping, and also it's part of our magnet strand. It's a lot of communicating with parents and making sure that problems through the instructional and behavioral support and also networking. Next, I have pictures from the American Heart Association Learning Garden. Our school was granted a 2-year grant for 10 raised beds from the American Heart Association. We had the students plant the garden, and they harvested, the media came, and we had a big salsa day where everyone made salsa. So I worked on the team from start to finish, from the very beginning planning of what we're going to plant to speaking with the media on that day. Next, I have information about IEPs. I worked on some IEP teams to collect data and work with the child study team, creating interventions for students, making sure that students are placed in their best educational setting, least restrictive setting. I communicated with parents and spoke with other people within the child study team and the building. I also got to act as an administrator doing an IEP review with a new student that came to our building. It was nice to communicate with the parents and talk about the transition excuse me, that has gone on with our new student. And last, I coordinated the KELPA, the ESOL testing for our building K through 5. I installed the software and communicated with teachers around testing and core blocks to test students. Next, I'm going to walk you through my secondary level information. I only completed 4 activities at the secondary level, but when I talked to Miss Wieland, she said that we're less concerned with the number and more concerned with the depth and the information that came from it, and the overall number of hours. So 4 of my activities were shadowing in the secondary schools. I shadowed at Northeast Magnet with Rebecca Saylor, at Heights High School with Emmanuel Santos Silva, and at Derby 6th Grade Center with Jeff Smith. It was very interesting to go to the 6th grade center because it was outside of my district, so it was unlike anything that I've ever seen before. I got to go to a district level meeting where all the principals were in one room, which was really cool, with the superintendent facilitating, because Wichita is such a big district that could never happen in that way. So that was a very nice experience. And my most favorite activity of all of my practicum is I attended Ron Clark Academy, Atlanta, Georgia. And I got to meet Ron Clark. Here he is taking a selfie with me. And it was a very inspirational day because he is not only a teacher but an administrator and a founder of the school. And he's very high energy, and the rapport he has with students and the ability that they have is just phenomenal. Next, I have district level trainings, which I completed a lot of because I am on the building leadership team. So first I have a building leadership team meeting. I was also the trainer of trainers for my school for Marzano, the teacher evaluation system. So I attended with other administrators on the rollout for Marzano. Here's another Marzano activity. I am the 2nd grade presenter for Model Classroom, so I held the in-service, the very first in-service for brand new 2nd grade teachers. Here is another MTSS team activity, the Parade of Schools, a magnet conference for building leadership, and then I was on the Tier 3 intervention behavior team, the FOBI training team, so I went to several of those activities. The next thing I have is hard to read, but it is my activity log, and it shows all the activities that I've done over these 2 years. Well, the activities that I've logged. I've done more, but I didn't log all of them. I believe that I've logged 35. And then I have my bibliography. I focused on articles that came from my philosophy of education, so a lot about distributive leadership, important leadership skills that you should have, communicating with parents and creating a culture of understanding, and really being that strong leader for your school. So I did 10 articles, and I have done abstracts below them, and I have all of the APA format citations. So last but possibly quite most importantly, I have my reflection. As I began to take on this venture of my master's degree, I really looked at it as a hoop to jump through, and I felt like I was going to be doing lots of papers, but I've been very excited about the real hands-on learning that I've done. I felt like even when I was writing papers, it was really important information, and I felt like the people at my school were probably really tired of me citing all of the stuff I was learning in my classes and how it was really applicable to what we were doing in the schools. So it was much different than I anticipated at the beginning. I really enjoyed doing the case studies, which I really didn't see myself enjoying writing a paper at all. But my real question is, how is this going to serve me as a future administrator? And I really believe that I have gained as much knowledge as I possibly could in school, but now is the time for me to go forward and learn hands-on things that you can't learn through a book, but only through experience. So I hope that you enjoyed my presentation, and I'm very excited to have completed my Master's in Building Leadership. Thank you.